Hello and welcome to All Aboard and a brand new week. Before we kick off, we just want to say thank you to everyone who came to our Lorcana winner box. We didn't have quite enough for the initial event, but we had a good time nonetheless. Loads of packs go around to everyone and a lovely afternoon, hopefully had by all. Everyone that attended still got their league points as well, so if you have missed out, you have missed out on that opportunity to grab your league points as well, but do not fret, as next month in April we will have our next winner box, and then in May is the set championship for Arcasia's Island. So do keep an eye out on our socials and our website for tickets and information on booking. So on to this week, and we're going to begin as always with our game of the week, and for this week we have chosen Everdell Duo. Now, Everdell, the original game, is a lovely little sort of tableau building worker placement game where you are collecting different resources in order to buy cards that depict critters and constructions to place in your city. In the original, you had a tableau of 15 cards that you could place within your city, a couple of exceptions beyond that. But you would collect resources in order to sort of build up your city. This one takes that into the realm of the two-player game with a similar-ish setup. No big tree in this one, unfortunately, but we do have the setup of all of the different cards in the centre, as well as resources and sort of other objectives and things that you can collect throughout the game. Now, this comes with 3 game modes. You can play competitively, so 1v1. You can play cooperatively, so playing the game together. There's also a cooperative campaign that you can play within this as well, which sounds really, really exciting. In the original one, they had a sort of campaign style thing where you would play against the game itself as a solo mode. So really good to see that they've kind of expanded on that and given us a campaign there. So those of you that like to have a narrative, like to have a story, you can follow that. Those of you that just want to have a bit of fun, you've got competitive and cooperative modes for that. And it plays in about 30 minutes, so about right for sort of 2 players playing the game. So that is Everdell Duo, this week's game of the week. Next is Shadow Ninjas. So this was last week's game of the week, but we've really enjoyed it, so we're keeping it on the demo table for this week as well. A lovely game, all about deduction and strategy. So you're trying to get your cat ninja to one of the koi carp ponds without being caught by the guard dogs. You've got some decoys as well, and you'll be rolling dice, moving them around the board. If one of your counters gets spotted by the guard dog, you turn it over, revealing whether it is the decoy or your cat ninja. If it's a decoy, you've foiled the guard dog. If it is your cat ninja, then you have been caught and you are out of the game. Really, really good fun. A lot hyper UK Games Expo last year. And yeah, we just absolutely love this one. So that is Shadow Ninjas. The next is Backstories. So this is the first in a series. There is another one coming up soon. This is basically a choose your own adventure story game where you will progress through the story. It's all card based, and then you will make decisions, make choices based on the information given to you, allowing you to have multiple ways through the game. Obviously, we can't spoil too much on this one for you, but if we just open it up, you can see just a wealth of cards in there. It's a massive stack of cards. You've got the instructions at the start, which are just a simple like leaflet, so not even much on the instructions either. I've had a flick through. The artwork looks really cool. It seems to be pretty clear what you need to do, but obviously the choice is yours as to what you exactly do. Next, we have got our restock on Nomza's Marvellous Minis. So we've had a restock the last week. We've got a whole range of new stuff in. We've got Elf Wizards, we've got Dwarven Paladins, Human Paladins, Goliath Fighters, Dragonborn Sorcerers, Tiefling War, the whole range really. I just went through the website, just tick, 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 tick. So we've got loads of new stuff. We'll be expecting to get more stuff again next month as well. So do keep an eye on that. So if your model is not in there, let us know and we'll make sure that we can add it to the next order for next month. But yeah, we've got loads of Nolzur's marvellous minis, and marvellous they are indeed. I love these things. I use them now for my campaigns. And then finally, on the product highlight, we've got Castle Combo. So this is one that has proven really, really, really popular over the last few months. It has been out of stock, but we are getting more stock of this coming back in soon. So super, super excited for that one. I love this game. It's a tableau builder, a bit of an engine builder as well. You've got sort of a kind of like drafting mechanic in there with the marketplace. So yeah, just really, really good fun. Love the artwork, love the design. This was one of my top games for 2024. So a lot of hype around this, and a lot of people will tell you the same. So if you are looking out for this one, then do let me know. Get in touch. I know there were people who said they were interested, but do let me know if you definitely want one, as when my reorders come in, I can make sure that one of those is set aside for you. And then we have some special offers as well. So as some of you may know from a video that we did last week or the week before, we have put a load of our classic traditional games on Reduce to Clear. We've had these in for quite a while now. We've got a new supplier that we really like the look of in terms of their versions of chess checkers and all of that. So we will be bringing their stuff in, and the old stock will be moving out. It's a great chance to get things like chess checkers, backgammon for really, really cheap before we get our new stuff in. It's all part of the shop revamp for 2025, so do keep an eye out on those discounts in store if you are looking for those traditional wooden games. Part of that as well, we've got a selection of games now on 10% off their marked price. Again, part of the idea for the store revamp, clearing some space for new games that will be coming in for 2025, and again, all part of the revamp that we want to basically improve the customer journey around the shop and have a better idea for you as you look around as to exactly where everything is within the shop without having to go backwards and forwards throughout it. And then finally, our last special offer is Kingsbridge the Game. You can pick this up for £5 if you spend £30 or more on Kosmos or the Veer games in the shop. So that's £30 or more. Obviously, a lot of our stuff is priced $.95, so $29.90 will be absolutely fine. But yeah, £30 or more, and you can pick this up for £5 instead of its usual $14.95. And that is only while stocks last. We have about 6 of those, so do make sure you get that in if you'd like to grab a copy of this for cheap. And finally, our weekly events. So we are still trying to find a Dungeon Master for our Monday nights. We thought we had one, but things seem to have gone a bit pear-shaped there in communication. We seem to not be able to get in touch with them. But if you are a Dungeon Master, maybe you're looking to run something for the first time, or maybe you've got a campaign that you've always wanted to run, we have got a group that is pretty much ready to go for you. We've got 4 or 5 people. All they're lacking is a Dungeon Master. So do let us know if that is something that you would like to do. Our Dungeon Masters that run weekly do get the entry fee waived, so do bear that in mind as well. Basically, it's a free night for yourself as a way of thanks for the work that you do producing the campaign. Then the rest of the week, everything is fine as normal. We end the week with our monthly Pathfinder Society. So this is a day that we dedicate the 4th Sunday of every month to Pathfinder, and you can come along. It's a drop-in, drop-out session, so you don't need to have come to the last one to come to this one, and vice versa. You don't always have to come every month, but if you do want to come along, we can provide you with pre-generated characters, or you can spend some time at the start creating a character with the Games Master. But they will basically run you through a scenario. It'll take about 3 to 5 hours to complete. At the end of that, you get some experience. After a certain amount of sessions, you get to level up, and basically you play through a sort of storyline, but with the added advantage that you can drop in and out if, for whatever reason, you can't do that Sunday. It doesn't require you to have to attend them all, but the story is there for the people that want the story. The game is there for the people that just want to jump in and play a game. Perfect for people that do just want to play some Pathfinder, or people that have always thought about it and never quite stepped over to give it a crack. It's a great way to learn the game, meet some great people as well. Dave, our Games Master for it, is doing an absolutely amazing job. He's doing it really, really well. And really is sort of the crux of the whole thing. So if you have any questions on the day, you can come and speak to him. We are hoping to expand it as well to a second table where people can come along and play on a second table. We just need to find another Games Master that would be willing to do that once a month. So if that again sounds like you, let us know, and we can help get you set up with our Pathfinder Venture Agent, who will then be able to help you properly run Pathfinder Society. And that about wraps it up for this week. Obviously, we've got a fifth Sunday. I forgot where we were there. We've got a fifth Sunday, so we won't be running anything on that one as it is Mother's Day. The shop will still be open though, so if you do want to come down and play, come on down. As I said, the games room will be open as normal, but no events prescribed to it due to it being Mother's Day. So maybe you do want to bring Mum down for some games, treat her to a flapjack and a cup of tea or coffee, bring some lunch with you and just explore the library for a few hours. More than welcome to. So that is everything for this week. I hope you have a lovely week. Any questions at all about anything we discussed in the video, or indeed anything within the shop itself, don't hesitate to ask. Just drop us a comment below, or you can email, call, or pop by the shop. Always happy to answer any questions that you do have. But until then, guys, we'll see you in the boardroom.